Oh, hi, Gene. And that's probably good for you, because that means that you won't be spending a million years on one particular thing, right? Sorry, I was waiting for the game to try to download. It's nearly there, but still not done. But I figured I could chit-chat while we wait for the last few gigabytes. Oh, that went down weird. Ugh. We're good. I'm fine. What are you doing here? I didn't put you there. How was your weekend, Gene? Oh, Gene. It's taking forever. Uneventful? You know what, honestly? That's the right kind of weekend in my opinion. Anymore. I don't have enough uneventful weekends. Which is both a blessing and a curse. I'm really tired all the time now, because today was very eventful. That sounds less great. Hey, it did it. Boop. Play. It broke. Oh, never mind. We're good. Frogwares. What do you think a frogware is? Steam. What? Why does it just say Steam? That's a weird thing, right? I've never seen a game say that before. I mean, that's how I felt. That sounds very manipulative, Gene. Am I correct in saying that? Hi, Commander. Come, Watson. The yellow right is a foot. Hi, Tycho. How you doing? What was I? Difficulty, not. Mycroft. We'll just play. We'll play easy baby mode. He just wanted attention, but it made me freak out. Yeah, that sounds... Yeah, just awfully manipulative. I'm sorry you had to put up with that. Oh god, horrible hiccups. Commander, I don't have a mod here, I don't think. Hold on. There we go. How was Valheim. A classic. Is the game too loud? Didn't do anything exciting? Hey, that's not a bad thing. The last time I played Valheim, it went very poorly, actually. Is the game music too loud, or are my headphones too loud? I can never tell sometimes. Oh, here we are. This is what we want. Medium, and we'll go down to... How is highest not the highest? It's kind of loud? Okay, that's what I thought. That seems good. New game! I don't actually know anything about this game other than I got it. I don't know when I got it. Should I make a sandwich? You should eat something other than carbs, Gene, yes. And now, a sandwich has carbs. Carbs are okay with other stuff. Will the sandwich have protein? I don't know what that is, Gene. Does it have protein? It's tuberculosis.
Ginger. That's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost
Is this made by the people who did Dishonored? I don't think so.
So much for docking by
It was. It's a group called Frogware, which is not a name I recognize.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew
Cheer up.
It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Traveling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a
That sounds
grave.
awful, Gene. Why would you ever eat that?
Even if it is my mother's.
That's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said.
Because yummy? I don't believe you.
That this is a performative farce, a
Oh, God.
excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning.
Listen, just trust me. I can't trust you. Anything that has liver in it is not meant to be consumed. Liver is the filter of all the shit in the body. Why would I want to eat what filters all the shit in my body?
Ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
Whoa. Not the same company. I didn't think so. Like I said, Frogwares was not one that I had ever heard of. I mean, Gene, you can eat all the pate in the world. Actually, in fact, eat it all so there's none left. But it does sound like it should have at least some protein. So, yeah, go ahead and eat that because you need protein. Or if you have peanut butter, which I don't think peanut butter's huge over there, so you might not. I don't know.
Hey, Sherry.
God, I do love peanut butter.
Yes, yes.
Back to Cordona. Oh my gosh, this is how you move WSDA. WSDA? Devs. Devs. Everybody on Earth knows it's WASD. Not WSDA. What the hell? I pressed this to interact with objects. I want to interact with this apple. It won't let me. Am I wearing a book holster? I am! Look! Or maybe that's his man purse. Never mind. Oh, see, I like onions. Save me a few of those at least. This is a very Victorian, steampunk, Renaissance fair outfit. This is not what somebody normal would have worn, right? Especially not the wallet chain from the 90s. I won't eat them raw. I like to cook them and caramelize them.
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
What does that mean? What? Huge garden, my... Fucker. I'm not finishing that. I literally eat your share of onions. Depriving your wife of onions.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir.
Thank you. That doesn't sound English. That sounds Italian.
If you need something, sir, please inquire at reception.
He puts them on my plate. See, I love limes. I could see that.
Welcome to Il Palazzo di Lusso, sir. We just need your signature.
Look at them go.
There you are.
My signature.
Mr. Holmes, yes, we have room 221 prepared.
221?
I see it was.
That's the
reserved
Sherlock
for
Holmes.
two
Or is it?
people. Would you like a second?
Is it 221B?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good.
Do you ever
Rooms
just
are
eat a lemon? I have,
upstairs, sir.
Zoc. Yes.
Welcome
How
to
you doing, Zoc?
Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room.
Your room is upstairs, sir.
There's a balcony.
Number 221.
So are you my boyfriend?
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
What is Sherlock wearing? He doesn't look real. He looks like he's from Lies of P. That's not Mycroft. They were talking about Mycroft. Man, Sherlock has some shiny hair. You must oil it. Wait. 26. The mutual friend he and Watson... Oh, that's right. Watson's my boyfriend, eventually. Maybe this is my first boyfriend. This feels like a weird way for me to have to go to get to my room. I'm just saying right now. Oh, we got a bar, though. Do you think this Sherlock is yet addicted to heroin?
I apologize, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps, in the meantime, you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight, the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Let's check what they have on offer.
I hate fish. Where's my heroin? Oh, it was actually probably not heroin. It was probably, morphine. It's a bit Moorish.
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce. If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Why do you keep looking back when you say that? Well, now what? Do I go back to the room already? Did I technically eat that? Nope. Okay.
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
Calls me Sherry?
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we're
Are you
going
a
to get
Herlock
better
because you're a feminist? Yeah.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a seance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Nice glasses.
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own
It
justification.
is Elton John, actually. You're
All
right.
things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Edward Cullen.
Mediocrity.
Come now, Sherry. What did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
He calls me Sherry. We're definitely lovers, right?
Okay, time to check if John found us a nice table for the evening.
I only took one. Are we sharing it like Lady in the Tramp? Wait.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new Ursine companion.
You have a bear?
What are you waiting for? Put the...
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Why should I return it?
Deliver it to him. Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look.
Why did I stand up for this? Hold to inspect.
The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. The cane is made of ebony. It's worn uncared for and bears the scars of numerous hits.
Casey, hello. How you doing? There's more clue? Where? Right there. It's an onion.
A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a
garlic.
meadow. Perhaps the
That's
Fielding
close.
family or Meadows. Or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place.
Craven meant
This
the
cane
garlic
is an
place once?
expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner.
Water.
All right. I hope you noted down your
Couple
observations
minutes.
in your
Go
casebook.
put the little to bed.
But how
Oh,
are you going
nice.
to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
Sherlock can ask bystanders about a piece of evidence. Press C to open the casebook. Pin the evidence with X. What? Pin. Back. And then speak to someone.
Pardon, monsieur, but I am not in the mood to talk.
I don't give a shit.
Pardon, monsieur, but I am not in the mood to talk.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'll help you, sir. You have my full attention.
There were 3 people at the table, a couple and a retired Navy officer. Observers weren't sure what happened to the couple, but the Navy officer was seen going out to the front garden for some air.
Well, even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
May I ask you something?
I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
German bureaucrat. Friendly and has an overbite.
Could you help me?
I usually have an answer for everything, but not for this.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking?
What?
About what and dressed as what?
To the front garden. Former Navy officer. Q. He was beaten recently. Retired military officer.
May I ask you something?
My dear
Good night, Ash.
fellow, you're talking to the right
Sleep
man.
well. Sitting at our table with the noble couple, the men talked about yachting, and the lady was fidgeting with the cane. Perhaps she put it aside and her husband forgot to take it when they went to meet the medium. I have a perfect excuse to enter the seance room.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
But where is the seance?
Come on, if you hurry, perhaps we'll see the ghost.
Oh, I'm guessing it's in here then.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves.
First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! You even know who I am? Hey, boy!
That was a
That's
weird
my
scene.
cane.
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made.
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman.
What a
I must
gentleman.
ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Swollen reddish skin. Sure, accept. Rich and fashionable. A head of garlic. Doesn't wear a redding. What, a redding wing? Recently hit someone with force. Bored, rich English nobleman who travels around Europe squandering his money. His florid face indicates that he has problems with alcohol. He is still physically strong and healthy, but in a few years' time, he'll be wretched. Being constantly drunk, he has issues with his temper. Red Knuckles reveal that he's severely beaten at least one person quite recently. His anger issues mixed with alcohol and contrariety could make him a violent person. Oh god, which one is it? Bored guy.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything I needed to know. I was after a strong middle-aged man with a keen interest in adventure, noble blood, and affection for strong drink. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. That's me, Lord Andrew Craven. You are the real medium. You hear that, Emma? Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes. You should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this.
What happened at the seance, or tell me about the diamond? Yeah, this.
How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a seance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Who said it was
Emma wished
priceless?
to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Raja, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty, and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
You insist the medium robbed you during the seance. But what occurred exactly?
What occurred
It was
exactly?
a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands, as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Ew.
Ah, yes, common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
Stay here, and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
She has it in her pocket.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it. This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm. The ghost
Half a
was
glass
here,
of
Sherry.
Balblair scotch and the remains of a poor Laranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need? There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
So what, lipstick?
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms.
Okay.
Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
What is going on?
What happened here?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
Do you feel the presence of any supernatural entities at the moment?
Are you joking, sir? My nose is broken, this maniac wants to kill me, and you're asking about the spirits?
I suppose
Your
this
nose
can
isn't
wait.
broken.
I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But this stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you...
Seems like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
Was this covered on purpose?
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave a mirror exposed during a seance. The spirits may become enraged.
Or someone may notice the trick they should not see. Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. The feebleness of women.
The feebleness of
Sherry.
women.
Poor thing.
Is John a real person? I don't actually know. Because there's some weird stuff happening. Like he was playing the piano. And he just did the guitar thing. Sherlock's imaginary
Find
boyfriend.
the stone, Mr. Holmes, and quickly.
Whoops. Deductions. Nick Craven was pointing at the window. I'm sure she saw someone in the courtyard during the seance. Oops. Casebook.
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
I hope it was the ghost of the Raja.
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. Could one man even lift it?
At Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
Could one man even lift it? It's a heel.
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
I'm reserving judgment. Use your keen
I think
eye
John
to follow
is
the trail.
imaginary. He keeps, that would explain how he pops up everywhere. There it is.
Size 4 with a broken heel. Rose Moore. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
So, definitely not the ghost of a Raja? Unless... No, what a shame.
Our witness was a nosy maid. Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids can help us find her.
This reminds me of the fairy tale, Sherry. Will you find your princess?
Could you help me?
Oh, yes. I can tell you everything, sir.
I can tell you everything, sir. Cleaning near the pictures upstairs. Wait, new entry in John's diary? Why is it called John's diary? It was you! Oh.
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No, no. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
I am solving a crime. I'm a writer.
I'm a novelist documenting the supernatural and those who witness it. Now, should you take a starring role in the tale, I will need your name.
Oh my. A book? And you want to include me? I'm Lucia. Lucia Saletta.
We're a filthy
Something
liar.
went wrong during the seance, Lucia, but no one will tell me what happened. You would be a valuable interview if you were there.
I was. And I saw everything with my own eyes.
Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something.
What?
The
Their
medium
hands to
started
something.
To whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest, a glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost, a sickly, evil thing.
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
You lied to the poor girl, Sherry. What a tease. She'll dream about being a character of that book.
Surely a pleasant dream is better than no dream at all, John.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
Lady Craven retired to her room to rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
Can use imagination to reconstruct the past. Interact with the node. Imagination! She's in the wrong spot. She's supposed to be pointing at the window. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's that. Validate.
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window. Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
She carried it with her back. So.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
226, he said? I think that's over here.
Lady Craven is
Hold
not
it.
who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall.
What actions? Filter valuable keywords. What? What?
Lady Craven is not who she seems.
Okay. Made her husband drunk. Oh. Dang it, what? Could you guys repeat everything again a third time? Thanks. Nope. Nope. Made her husband drunk. This is difficult.
Lady Craven is not.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't know. No. No. Yes. No.
We've got to fall back, Sherlock. I think they're suspicious. Or they were checking you out.
Huh?
Lady Craven is not who she seems.
Did I do it
Lady
right?
Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior.
I don't... What? Cannot use a fish knife. What does that have to do with anything? How am I supposed to understand any of
Lady
this?
Craven is not.
Reach people know how. Hey, Mom. No. No. Yes. No. 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 Yes. Oh, I forgot one.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall.
Look out is one? How are you supposed to know any of that? That doesn't make any sense. The gossip that the woman may not be the wife of Lord Craven. By their observation, she was on the lookout during the evening while trying to get Lord Craven drunk. They also noticed that the lady was unsure how to properly use a fish knife. I'm not gonna lie, whenever... Okay, so... Because I'm not rich people, I was thinking of fish knife as a knife that used to gut fish. So I was like, why would a rich person know how to do that? Yeah, I get it now.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please, help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You were the only one who can find the truth.
The truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to the room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting.
Where did you go next?
Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Is Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give
That's a tiny liver for a man.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room
Jean,
to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
I don't think... Was jail still spelled like that? In Victorian times? I guess it might have been.
Why am I not surprised?
Alright, our imaginary boyfriend's here again. I did not mean to click that without reading it, but here we are. Dear Sir! I have to inform you that the theft investigation continues. However, the ring has not yet been found. We had to free L.O. Dupont, the servant, as we are unable to find any evidence of his participation in the crime. We will inform you of any progress in this case. Lieutenant Gavreau, Marseille, Police Commissar. I don't know if I pronounced most of those words right.
Someone was not happy with his post? Someone was not happy with his post?
I want to reassemble it. Like a puzzle.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Do I know that?
Anonymous has gifted a sub to mom_McGee.
Thank you, Anon, for gifting a sub to Bob. Too shallow. False bottom.
A neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this?
A moth.
This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar. Several £1,000s, that's quite a fortune.
Is it several £1,000s? I don't see any dollar bills. There's one more clue, and I don't know where. Oh, there it is.
Virtus audacta sapit. Courage tastes bold. A unique
Courage tastes bold?
The mystery deepens. A victim with a checkered past and poor taste.
Ordinary, cheap brass, weak lock.
Remarkably simple lock.
So young and so dead.
Dead.
Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises.
The sexiest crime.
This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted.
I don't know, a murder might increase its value, actually. Oh.
Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
Her. So they were in it together, the medium and the Emma. Right? Whoops. The moth pin and the moth ring. Luke and Emma both have jewelry with the same moth design. Could they have something in common? Thief framed the thief that had stolen from Lord Craven on his trip was setting up the servants to cover the tracks. Lord Craven is an unstable man who cannot manage his anger. Okay, so it doesn't match with any of these. There's more clues than we need. More clues! Knock, knock! Okay, I guess I'm not supposed to go in there.
Those are the sharp eyes of a man with a bright mind. Almost like mine.
That's Keanu Reeves!
Whoa, what a breathtaking man.
Hmm.
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself, was she not dead already?
Was she not dead already?
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? It's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Was that all I had to tell him about? That doesn't feel right. You've done it throughout their trip. The paths are crossed in the past. Luca could well know of Emma's predilection for thievery. Oops. Lord Craven cut Emma with the stone. Oh, man. How are you supposed to know which one's right? Return to the room just as Emma was hiding the diamond and caught her off guard. I think it's this way, yeah. Was furious when he discovered that Emma had stolen from him. Talk to my imaginary friend real quick and see what he
So
says.
young and so...
Nope, same thing. Okay.
Dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Can I take the diamond? Oh, I already did that. I feel like I'm not going somewhere I should be going. Oh, that's right. I need to talk to the... That's what it is. The man. About the key. Why does it sound like Sherlock is wearing, like, tape on the bottom of his shoes? Oh, you're the man with the key.
Give me the key to Luca Galici's room. I need to talk to him about the events of the séance.
I suppose you are an impartial outsider. All right, but please do not give it to Lord Craven. We do not want to see our reputation damaged further.
Awkward. They still don't know what a nasty surprise awaits upstairs.
Hush. No need to cause another ruckus. The last thing we want is the police to come meddling.
It's okay. He can't cause a ruckus. He's imaginary. Maybe. Sherlock does look like he belongs in the game Lies of P, not this game. Oh. See, he was just there. New Mind Palace clue. What was it? Then.
A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the séance table, but this time, there's enough for analysis.
This time? Chemical analysis. What? What? Oh, we have to make it match this. Okay, I see. So 3 of these boys to 1 of these boys. How do I link it? Oh, right click. There we go. Success! Is my pocket chemistry lab, yes.
My faith in this medium has burst, just like a rubber balloon.
tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Or weapons and defenses against visitors from the great beyond.
Someone is making the most of his stay.
Can you blame the man? I'd say he's not ordering enough.
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the seance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
Observe. Thin, elongated fingers, as if that somehow makes you better at sleight of hand, or trained in it. Slight discoloration, used a lot of makeup. Drawn complexion, skinny, seems malnourished. Scratched wrist, fresh scrapes, slightly bleeding. Ouch. The lean appears malnourished, his nose is bleeding from a heavy punch, his hands and thin fingers are definitely those of a thief trained for the delicate work of pickpocketing. He uses the makeup to hide possible jail tattoos. There's fresh scratches and scrapes on his wrists from a recent and short fight. Well, so we know that he and the actual thief somehow knew each other. What's this one?
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The
What am I
spirits
thinking?
will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits preferred clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What?
Oh!
How? What?
Anonymous, thank you for the bits.
Fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man. But I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk.
Tell me about your scratches.
Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
Provide evidence.
That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galici. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common
It's a
theme
moth, not a
through-
butterfly, you idiot.
Sorry, that's beyond my expertise. The spirits are silent, and so am I. This object simply isn't resonating with me. The spirits are silent, and so am I.
Do you realize just how dangerous it is to hold phosphorus in the mouth?
I beg your pardon?
Phosphorus in the mouth,
It makes
ouch.
your rubber balloons glow impressively in the dark, but you'll regret it when the hypertension and vomiting sets in.
That's why he's so
You mock
thin.
my talent, sir. You shouldn't be so flippant about things beyond your earthly understanding.
We don't know if
How
John's
ignorant
imaginary
one
yet,
must
but
be to
I'm
compare
highly
spirit's
suspicious of it, yes.
ectoplasm with balloons.
It was merely a word of caution. We both know how match factory workers look after several years on the job.
This is all just a big misunderstanding.
Can I change stuff in the Mind Palace? Dang. Yes. Aha. Luca Gallici is a murderer. He couldn't stop himself from killing Emma, even though he could have just told the police everything. I think it's this one. No, he didn't fight for his life. He didn't have to go in that room. Yeah, so. What? Did I do it?
Spirits confirm it.
Accuse.
Luca Gallici, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
Locks can be picked?
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
You knew Emma was a thief.
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I am... I don't know what you're talking about. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives. Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
It is done, Luca.
It is done.
You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out. But yes.
I'm a genius.
I killed her. I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too. But only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those snobs. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
You must be punished. Yeah.
Murder is murder, Luca. You could have told Lord Craven the truth and seen Miss Emma's downfall, but you could not restrain yourself.
He would never believe me.
We will never know. Still, perhaps a jury will be more easily swayed.
We will never know.
You'll get to see
Boy,
your
Drake.
friends in jail again soon.
We'll meet again, Holmes. I will get you, in this life or the next. Get your hands off me.
Get your
He
hands
murdered
off.
the woman who put him in jail. Should we be worried?
Fear not, John. Unlike Miss Emma, I will see him coming.
Yeah, imaginary John.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
This game doesn't really feel like it has any explanation. It just threw me into that.
The truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you?
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything, even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
Ah, figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
Where are we? They said this was their hometown. That doesn't sound right. Why is it called John's Diary? Thank you for the bits, Anonymous. Do I go here? This is bright.
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
See, there's nobody here with me now. And he's going to be in the carriage, I bet. No? Okay, no carriage.
Is everything alright? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
Maybe we had a mental break when Mom died. And that's how John came to be.
You wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
After all this speculate, yeah, John's real, right? It said something about clues. What clues? Oh, right here. My imaginary friend John. Well, now we know.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Yeah. Mycroft was adamant.
He was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Is there more? The service was sparsely attended.
Was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then.
Mom and Dad hate each other. Well, look, these are just artists' mannequins.
I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon. I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry.
Huh?
Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Oh, Mom, why'd you have to die? Violet.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John. Why is it here?
Why do we have such a vivid imaginary friend? Weird.
Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother.
Bubsy.
This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently.
The candle, it's lit.
A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested?
This is excessive, Sherlock. Can you not let the mystery be?
No. What? Oh, there we go. Fashionable shoes, brand new. 27 inches between.
A man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the print suggests he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
Approximately 5.5 feet tall. And he drags his feet. Never mind.
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Ah, well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead.
Let's talk to this guy real quick.
Can I ask you a question?
Your money doesn't impress me.
What does that mean? Am I going the wrong way? Oh yeah, which leads deeper into the cemetery, okay. It's a penny farthing! Oh hell yeah. This guy's riding around in style.
Don't mind me, sir. I'm just a loyal servant of my craft.
You're a sweeper. Oh. They didn't ride it very far, did they?
Away to leave it unattended.
A portable easel was kept there.
An artiste.
The hospitaller crypts. If memory serves, they're located at the far end of the cemetery around an old tree.
Oh.
I hope that inspiration strikes upon visiting these beautiful vaults. At the very least, you'll enjoy the view. Yours, Mercuria. It's stained with oil paint.
Not
He's
oil
working
paint.
in a cemetery. Do you think he'd paint my portrait?
I mean, to be fair, that thing there that it was telling me about him being my imaginary friend, probably was unlocked from the beginning, and I just never read it until then.
Are you able to help me?
I don't want my friends to see me talking to a spoiled money bag.
Okay. That's fair.
Oh, it's that ridiculous artist from the hotel.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel,
Werner
art
Vogel.
enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned
He does
who
look like
you
Elton
were,
John.
pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
Did you visit?
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light.
I mean, there's no decay
Now,
here. You're just doing the front.
A diligent observer
of
might
where the decay is
note that
happening.
you too are loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her
Hey,
own...
that's hilarious. I actually
Your
made a
mother?
tuberculosis
my
joke
mother.
earlier.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well...
This guy
shall
just
intrude
totally
no
opened up a
longer.
can of worms
I
by
leave
saying
you
that,
to your
right?
Closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
Oh, well.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
How? Where am I? What is this? Wow, that's actually a much larger map than I was expecting. What is a Cordona? Is that a real place? Israel? I'd never heard of it before. Where am I supposed to go? Is it here? Island of the Mediterranean. Ah, that explained the look. Oh. Wait, is this an open world game? It's felt so closed that I... Oh, wait, maybe it isn't. City Hall. Where did it want me to go? Grand Surrey. Police Archives. How do I go? Can I go? It feels like... Oh, wait, hold on. No, there's no police station there. Well, I guess I have to go here first. A news kiosk.
Extra, extra! Look at what you've done! Criminal... Interested in some Cordona news?
Look at what you've done.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Grand Surrey. There's the police station. I can't have to walk there, right? Please don't make me walk. What's this? City Hall. What do I do? It doesn't have like any, like I don't understand. It doesn't have any help. Police investigation, yeah. So how do I get to the police station?
Are you able to help me?
I don't know, but you got me curious.
Hey, you're a policeman.
Could you help me?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
Why can't he ask the right questions? Damn it. Maybe, but, like, that's a long walk, I think. Alright, away we go. I don't think the graveyard's any closer, Dean. Look. It's either from here to there, or here to there. Like, it's, yeah, it feels about the same overall. We're just running for it in this massive open world game that I was not expecting to be a massive open world game. Hey, you're a policeman. Can you just take me to the police? I don't know if I'm going the right way. But it kind of looks like it might be. How far am I? Oh, you know what? We're making good time. Fast travel, yay! Okay, so it is, you just have to walk around and then you just start to discover more of them. Look at how colorful and lovely this place is. This is like, it looks like Assassin's Creed, but I can't parkour over everything, which is really annoying because the best part about Assassin's Creed games in cities is that you don't have to go through the roads. You could just go over the buildings if you don't know where you're going. Hey, police station. We did it. Sherlock Holmes not being in, like, a dreary English setting is really confusing. I will say.
Is this familiar to you?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Stark do this, Stark do that. I'm not a
Stark do this.
How am I supposed to get those records now? Yes? What is it? Would you like to report a crime?
No, I wouldn't. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I want to use the police archives.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm serious.
So am I. Officer Logan locked himself inside and he's not letting anyone in.
What happened?
What happened exactly?
A tailoress from Scaladio's been robbed. Logan spent 2 whole days at the shop sketching the thief, and she still insists that it's all wrong. That shrew drove him up the wall, she did.
Would you mind if I talk to this tailoress? I could get you the sketch in no time.
Get off your high horse, mister. You think you're better than our sketch artist?
Yes.
Actually, I'm quite certain I am. Let me prove it.
Well, I see no harm in it, as long as it gets Logan out of there. In fact, I need to look up some records too. Here's the address. Good luck.
Good luck. Alright, it's time for a new case to continue the normal case. The intersection of somewhere and somewhere else. Knights Road and Trinity Way in Scaladio. Oh god, Knights Road? And Trinity Way. It's actually not very far at all. It's not what I expected already, Gene. Like, I expected the Sherlock Holmesiness of it. I was not expecting the rest. This, specifically. Mrs. Nini's something. Mrs. Oh, right there. It's good so far. I mean, I've only played it for an hour and a half, so I can't say a lot.
I'm pleased to meet you, Mom. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to sketch the thief for the police investigation.
Oh, another one.
One of the first times as a kid that I watched
the previous sketches,
a what is it called? A James Bond movie. He said the word mom, like ma'am, to somebody, but because of the English accent, I thought he was calling her mom, and I was like, is that his mom? Like the whole movie.
I suggest we do it differently. You have a great many clothes here, haven't you?
Why, of course, but they're not for sale. I only do tailoring and mending.
No matter. I'll attempt to disguise myself as the thief, and you'll tell me if I get it right.
As you wish, Senor Holmes.
Can you describe the thief for me?
He was all ugly and beat-up looking. An utter rascal if ever I'd seen one. He gave me a nasty look from behind his glasses and then made himself scarce.
And that's it? Could you be more specific?
He was a total villain, I told you. How much more specific do you want me to be?
All right, never mind. Where can I find the clothes?
They're in my workshop at the back. Be careful, won't you?
This seems like the wrong way to go about things.
No, he's all...
What is...
Why, everything.
Beat up and wearing glasses.
What can I do for you, Sherlock?
Buy me some glasses, my imaginary friend. Six wardrobe. Wardrobe. I forgot that Holmes actually has like a penchant for dressing up. Is there any more I can click on? Okay. So you look like a rascal. I think she said he had square glasses. How about now?
Your face is too innocent now.
What do you mean, too innocent?
There was something evil about his face. Like a mustache. Yes, the kind that all villains twirl as they plot their evil plans.
I'd say that not all villains wear...
Mustache. What do you mean I can't change clothes here? I'm not even going to change my clothes. I was going to put on a mustache. The twirly whirly kind. I don't have a twirly whirly kind. Well, it's a mustache.
No, those clothes are wrong. He was dressed in a very fancy beige suit. Must have...
All right.
A very fancy beige suit.
He was wearing a hat. Didn't I tell you about the hat? It didn't go well with his suit. That man...
Well...
Oh...
A regular black hat.
Ah! It's you! I mean... It's him! It's him!
Excellent. Now I can make a sketch and take it to the police.
Yes, please do. That rascal is still on the loose. I hope they are better at catching than sketching.
Before I go, Mum, are you quite certain that you don't have any clothes to sell?
Well, I suppose you can take the police uniform. An officer forgot it here years ago, and I don't have any use for it. If you want to buy clothes, visit the outfitters. You can find them all over Codorna. I hear they even do free rentals now.
Free rentals? That's a terrible business model.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it took all the clothes. Wait. Police station's this way. You said the worst suit in the game? Just terrible? Seriously? That's hilarious. I didn't see that.
Hello again, officer. I've spoken to the tailoress and made a sketch of the thief. It was child's play.
No, really? And she didn't give you any trouble?
No, no trouble at all. She was quite tolerable.
Huh. Who would have thought? Hey, Logan, we've got the sketch. Come on out.
Can I use the archives now?
Well, they're generally not accessible to the public. But you really helped us out, so I'll just turn a blind eye.
I appreciate it, officer.
What did you say your name was? Holmes? Come and see me after you're done. I may have a proposition for you, Mr. Holmes.
Thanks. Oh, you gave me some money, too. I like money. I keep trying to press tab to close that, and it just moves through the... Hey, I found the archives. God, this room sucks. So, Grand Surrey. Victims. Violent crimes. All I found in the archive was an empty folder labeled thusly. Wow, I found it in the first try. Case of Violent Homes, April 9th, 1869, Stonewood Manor, Grand Surrey. There are no documents inside of us. There really was a police investigation. Yet all the case files are missing. We're hallucinating.
John, I just recalled that we were living here on Cordona in a manor. And there was a policeman.
Really? What else do you remember? What happened to our mother?
The memory was vague, a mere flash.
John's just up there.
I have to find our house.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Somewhere near the bridge and church on hill. Bridge. What? Stonewood Manor. Bridge. Church on a hill. The bridges are marked? Are they? Oh, these bridges. Yeah. God, but like... It's called Stonewood Manor. No, you're fine, Gene. That actually was a big help. I was looking for bridges here, not the actual, like, you know, bridges. Well, I'm gonna try over here, I guess, first. Didn't I find a church earlier? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm done with the archives for now. Can I help you with anything else?
As a matter of fact, you can.
Oh, see, here's the thing. I was wandering
our
around
chief inspector
without
has
fast travel,
vanished,
so I
as
wasn't...
if we weren't undermanned enough as it is.
Wait, what do you mean, vanished?
Gone missing on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate. I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk, like some clerk. Yes, we're that short-handed.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical training course. Easy.
Well, I'm not one
Easy. Why does he look like he's from, like, the PlayStation 2 era? Maybe early Xbox 360, PS3 era, whereas the rest looks like, you know, fairly modern. It's kind of weird. Oh. I've been put in the dungeon.
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic? A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy.
Boy.
I need to verify your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
Okay.
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target to show the sergeant how we do it.
Got Deadeye.
Proceed to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork.
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in childhood.
You're strong.
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in childhood. Steady, Sherry. Steady. And go.
Why do I put my gun away?
My favourite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage and don't forget the environment.
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move on. Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their armour. Hooray! Alright, let's move on, Sherry.
Where'd the guy go?
If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated. Look at that helmet of his. You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results. Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them.
No, but I want to kill them.
Anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill.
Oh.
Here, take these. They are blank rounds. So, are you ready?
Always ready.
Blanks
Then
can
let's
still be
get
deadly.
Worried?
Not at all. I can hit them all with one shot.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
Murder is cruel and excessive. Try to arrest the enemy instead. Disorient your opponent, getting close, and then press left mouse to arrest them. What?
I'm coming.
Well, that's a...
I thought we were against murder.
They're blanks!
Stop. What do you think you're doing? You could have injured the poor fella. I can't allow you to carry a gun if you'll only use it to kill. Your task is to detain. Don't forget that. Once a...
Whoops. What'd I do?
I'm coming for you.
Oh. That's a weird combat method. I'm not sure I like that.
It won't work this way.
Ow.
I'm coming for you.
Ow.
Don't miss the party.
Just keep doing the same thing over and over again.
I'm coming.
I mean, these guys are filthy. That's some tough... Looks like a quick time event. Hey! Got a blunderbuss?
Don't bother moving.
The snuff's ready.
What do I do?
We can overcome the brute now.
Did I just punch him in the nuts? Dang.
No more. Give him the pepper snuff.
Did I win?
That's enough. You've proved yourself. Congratulations on the arrests. I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
Me either, actually.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification.
Who's Stark?
Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
It's all up to
Any
me.
progress with the case, Mr. Holmes?
Bandit lair. Alright, we're going running. That's the world's quietest guitar. Get my way. Basilica of St. Francis. That's a church. It's not really on a hill, though. The church was in his little flash. Just on the hill by itself, right? Oh god, I don't remember. Is this it? No. This isn't it. It's too different. Unless it's the other side. Where am I? It's this one. I found it. How did I get it on the first guess? It's even where I put my map marker. It's incredible. That's amazing. Amazing that I got this on that guess.
Hey, Sherry. There's post here. And it seems as if the letter was delivered recently.
Sherlock, I hope this letter does not reach you, for it would mean that you have committed to your absurd flight of fancy. The past is the past. To expend any more time and energy retreading one step is, at best, childish indulgence, and at worst, pathological weakness. Consumption is an ugly end, and you were better off for not witnessing it despite all your protestations. One presumes by now you have visited our mother's final resting place. I trust this has satisfied your impetuous impulses and frees you to return to London at once. It is time to turn your back on what was and help to shape what could be. The nation needs you. Mycroft.
After reading that, I am even less eager to return home than before. Let's investigate our manor.
That's the Mycroft I know. Predictable.
Why do we have an imaginary friend? It's very weird for Sherlock to have an imaginary friend, right?
There she is. Our old manor. It's smaller than I remember.
Smaller? Look at this thing. It's huge.
Back then, Sherry. Or maybe it's bigger on the inside.
It's gargantuan. What the heck? This is awful.
I did not expect these to still be here. It was enjoyable to practice using real handcuffs to make an arrest.
Hey, that's Wooden Joe. He was always the best at playing criminals.
Wooden Joe.
An irreplaceable tool for catching a thief. And this must be the reason our suspect was apprehended. Wood and glass. Oh, very precious.
Precious.
Why does this barn give me such an unpleasant feeling?
Oh, I know. It's because Mycroft used an axe to shoo you out of here. It scarred you for life, but I enjoyed it.
Alright. I think we're going to investigate the manor tomorrow. This is not the game I was expecting. But so far, I'm enjoying it. Let's look at the store page real quick. Has Frogwares done anything else? Oh, they did the other... One other Sherlock... Oh, no, that's the Sherlock Holmes franchise. Never mind. They didn't do these ones. Right? Oh, they did! Man, they made weirdly different games every time they made a Sherlock Holmes game then. Because The Devil's Daughter was totally different than this. I don't know. Whatever. Still, not bad so far. All right. I'm not going to raid tonight. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. There will be more of this tomorrow. Bye.